What's up YouTube? It is your boy Lowpes and welcome back to another video. And today is an exciting video. We are possibly doing one of the first DIYs on how to change the valve cover on the 2018 Civic Si. I'm gonna show you the color. Let me grab it. And here it is. It looks so much better in person than it does on camera. I can see it's a little duller on camera, which is a little weird, but it is so cool and I'm excited to install this. And the cool thing about this is it's powder coated like a highlighter yellow, and I think I'm gonna basically run this color on the calipers that we're gonna be installing on the car. I got some Brembos to put in, which is exciting too. We got a few parts to put on the tension. I'm excited for this year's look. It's gonna be definitely different than before, like last year, but it's gonna be exciting. Yeah, so we'll be installing this. It's gonna be my first time doing it. I haven't seen any DIY tutorials. That's why I said I think it might be one of the first, but possibly there's a thread or something that I did miss. But Alex is gonna be here shortly, possibly Mello as well, and then we're gonna tackle it. And yeah, I'm super excited to get this on. It's such a small little thing. You just, putting a little color in the engine bay, but this is such a bright color that's gonna pop like crazy. And yeah, I think you guys are gonna like this install video. I'm gonna try keeping it as detailed as possible, and I'm gonna try covering everything, but it's my first time too, so I'm figuring it out as I'm explaining it. But yeah, let's put this down. A quick shout out to 780 Apparel. Thank you for sending me out this lovely sweater. I'll be getting one this month coming up as well, and so I won't be wearing the same one all the time on video, but it is a very comfortable sweater. It's a Champions Line sweater. Just remember, for every sweater you buy, they are donating to a certain cause. I know they're planting trees. If you want a discount code is Chris Lopes, and you get 10% off. I'll put all the info right here so you guys can see, and the website's gonna be around my chest area right here. It's pretty cool. I really do like the sweater. It's warm and it's comfortable. But yeah, let's get into installing the video. Alex and Mello should be here shortly, and I'm just gonna show you how the engine bay looks right now. This is how the engine bay is looking. It's pretty stock aside from the APPAREL intercooler and the charge piping, the APPAREL cold air intake. I have the Acuity Instruments oil cap, which will be changing to a black one, and this is what we're replacing right here. But as you can see, there's a lot around it, a lot attached to it, and this is why I called some reinforcements. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. I'm hoping to change this orange to maybe a black, or that highlighter yellow too would be cool. And I kind of want to make this engine bay look pretty nice as well. And yeah, but EP3, which is out there. The EP3R is where we're really gonna shine on the engine bay, and you're gonna see we're gonna tuck lines and do all that fun stuff. On a real note, we do have some stickers. Here's one of them. I think I'm gonna change the location. I kind of put it there and I kind of regret putting it there. I think I'm gonna center it more so it'll look better. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I got the cartoon version of my 10th gen and 8th gen. The 8th gen will be limited time. So what I have now is what I'm gonna have. So if you guys wanna grab some, grab it now. But yeah, so if you guys want, grab your stickers. You gotta DM me on Instagram, your location, and they're $5 a sticker. So grab a sticker if you want, and every sticker you do grab supports me, and supports me making more videos and more content for you guys. So yeah. So as you guys can see, the valve cover really pops, and I think that's the main reason I did get it, is just because the color does pop within the bay, and there's a lot of black within the bay, and I'm doing something that's out of my comfort zone, and this is definitely out of my comfort zone. Let me darken it just so you can, there you go. That's kind of like the color right there. That gives you a better look, but it's a little brighter. But yeah, I think it's gonna look really good. And then I'm actually gonna change out these to either the black Honda with the silver, just like that, or just the OEM ones. And just because the red doesn't go with anything right now. And then the work CRA guys are actually probably gonna switch up. We'll be putting on those soon, and we might powder coat them a different color. So we got lots of changes coming for 2020. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. So I've been analyzing this and trying to see the best way to tackle this. So as you can see, Honda didn't do a very good job with this. I know there's probably a real reason for it, but for us guys trying to remove the valve cover, it is not fun. And I was following our routes, so what I'm gonna do is take these two guys off, unclip this, and hope that this gives me enough room here to tackle 1 and 2. And then we have, if my big head doesn't give you too much shadow, and we have 3 there. And then we're gonna have to remove, looks like this here as well. We'll remove that. Then we have 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we'll have to unplug all these, take those guys out. And then back here you have some bolts, and looks like we have some type of clips that come into here. This might all come out. I just have to see. That looks like it's not attached. We might have enough room. Not 100% sure yet. Like I said, first time doing this, haven't seen much about it. I know there's people who actually do, and that are real mechanics, but I'm trying to figure it out at home and give you guys an idea. And it looks like we'll have to unplug that as well to get that all out. Seems straightforward. Hopefully it is. Wish me luck. ratchet. Then this one here, I think I gotta use a wrench because I can't fit my ratchet in there. Get that there. And it's a little guy here, so that hurt just a bit. We almost lost the wrench. That's what happens when you don't have any leverage. I possibly cut my hand. I am not sure. This is stuck in many ways that cannot be understood. Welcome to working with Chris Lowpes. So we've removed that, and now we get that leverage that we need to tackle the tens. I think I can get that guy there. So if you can see, it's still kind of covered, but these guys, that's all we kind of need is just to move that a little bit. So let's see, can you guys see that? Goddamn lighting, it makes life a little difficult. So I'm talking about this guy right here, still kind of covered, but I think we can squeeze something in there. Next, what I'm going to do is remove this guy and start working my way with all these coil packs and just removing this out of the way. We're gonna leave the oil cap on just so nothing falls within the engine at the moment, and then after we'll work on this, which was what cut my hand and won't stop bleeding. It's not bad, it just won't stop. Alrighty, so we have taken all these guys over here, taken that guy out. So these, once we unclip them, they'll be ready to remove, so we'll do that. Now we're gonna tackle these lines here, coming up and coming across, and remove that. I'm gonna take these guys out, just unclip them, and just remove them now. And yeah, so far so good. Holy shit, look who's finally here. Look who's back in the vlogs or in the videos. What's up, man? Yeah, so Alex is just some reinforcement. Mr. Mello is a bum and he didn't want to come. So, hey, do you want to close my door over there? Just so you know the heat doesn't escape, or my dog. Hey, I gotta pay the bills, man. Close the door. Alex is coming here, and he decided to take over as usual. So we unplugged that there. Now he's unplugging this plug that goes into the manifold back here, and that one might be a little more difficult. So now we're taking that bolt, it's a number 10, and it's attached to the bracket right there as well. Things are about to speed up, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when you have two people working at this.
This is when you have me here.
Nice one. I told him to film. I told him grab the camera, and he grabbed the ratchet. What do you want? When you guys do put the new valve cover on, you can use Honda Bond. Some people don't, but some people do. I think I may, just because why not? And I noticed that the OEM one came with Honda Bond. So before installing this, that's something I probably suggest. Now we're removing, looks like, air lines, and we are using needle nose pliers, and I'll show you the exact ones in a second. It's in that back left area if you're facing front of the car. There are no DIYs to my knowledge, so we are trying to create a DIY for this, and it's just gonna be, you know, kind of experimenting and finding the best way of doing this, and you know, the most logical, I guess. So as you can see, he's removing the two clamps there. We're gonna remove those two hoses there because we need that off so that we can remove this wiring loom all the way that's up here. And pop. Oh, be careful. That's how I cut myself. I was bleeding. As you can see, he's not ripping the hose, just so be very careful. Oh, and that's how you get that's how you end up like me. If you guys continue following that, you guys can see this guy over here once I zoom it or focus in, and that'll have to be removed as well. What we're trying to do is just create some space so that we can remove this and have the space to put the valve cover on. So right behind your oil cap, you're gonna have a 10mm socket that connects this metal air bracket. I'm not exactly sure what the term is for this, but I think we're almost at the point where we're just gonna start taking the bolts off from the valve cover, and then obviously we're gonna take out our coil packs. Alex slid it out by just lifting this up. Be very careful. If you have a nice oil cap, don't scratch it, but luckily a cutie makes a good oil cap. So now we're gonna remove this properly just so we can get this out of the way. So whatever this is called has been removed, and now it's starting to look like we actually have a lot more space to work with. And there we go. And now
we have a little bit more room here.
So we removed this sensor here. We pulled it out of this kind of mount here. And now, as you guys can see,
there. Now we have space right here.
Space to actually work with.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. What we're gonna do is take out that hose out, and then the major one right there, the bigger one. And the best thing is just needle nose pliers. Push your clip down and take it off completely from the area where it's clamped onto, and then, you know, hope you don't bang up your hands when you take the hose out, right, bud? Once again, simple needle nose or just normal type of pliers. And this one might be a little more difficult to remove just because we don't have the plate to pull it out. So what we did, instead of taking this guy off, we took it off from here, from this inlet, and he removed it that way. But it damn worked. And now I think it's time to remove all the bolts around the actual valve cover. We're gonna have to remove this and take it out afterwards, and we'll have to transfer it to the other valve cover. We can do that after, it's not a big deal. I think now we should start tackling, I guess, all the bolts around.
Yeah.
So we do have one more clip back here, which is probably gonna be a pain, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just because of the location of it. And it's similar to one of these clips right here, and you're just gonna try squeezing it from underneath and pushing it out.
Which
It's slowly, looks like it's slowly going. A lot of times these break.
and it broke.
And see, I must have jinxed it. Now we're gonna tackle all the bolts around, I believe.
Now I think we are good.
We are groovy.
Yeah, now it's good.
We're in business. We have one, which he's tackling right now. 2, 3, 4. It's kind of hard to see because my shadow. 5, 6, 7, 8 back there, 9, and I think 10. So there's 10 all around. I believe I counted every single one. And yeah, me and Alex and I are gonna tackle that right now. So now we've taken them all out, and you do not want to mix up your coil packs, so
Like, I'm sure it probably doesn't make a difference, but it's better just to...
keep it the same way it was. That's exactly what I said beforehand too. Wow, and there she goes, the gasket. No, you are good. Wow. Look inside the motor, man. Look at that, huh? Wow. The only thing I'm not a fan of, and I couldn't get to remove, is the overspray inside the valve cover. If you guys are able to do this and remove it, do it. But this isn't going to go anywhere or cause anything. I wiped it down. I blew it really good. I didn't have a compressor with a hose, so I used a leaf blower. Handy? I did the job. And this already has the gasket on here too. And what we're probably going to do is put Honda Bond on these points.
Yeah.
Like, so you can see exactly where it was beforehand too, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is the motor. So that's what a new motor looks like opened up. It's pretty clean, huh? So we have transferred the hose over. I'll put the clamp a little closer there afterwards. We are just cleaning up some of the residue that's around where the old Honda Bond was, just so
cleaned it up pretty much with the blobs that were there.
Just so it doesn't get into the motor. It's paramount that you guys do not get anything into this motor. Try keeping it very, very clean. And yeah, just clean it up, and we're gonna just dab some Honda Bond in the same places where they applied it beforehand, and make sure to get a new gasket for the valve cover. All right, so we're gonna need a 10 mil, and we're gonna transfer this guy here to here. And yeah, everything else looks pretty good. And I'll have to just buy one of those Earth Honda Dreams, maybe a Turbo VTEC one would be pretty cool for that, and just get that done there. So far, so good. This is the fun part on working on newer cars. It's a lot easier. Things don't seem seized as I'm saying this, and hopefully it doesn't. There you go. You can get this from any Honda, and it just helps seal like valve covers and probably different other. You can probably use it for whatever else, but it is a high temperature liquid gel. Very cool. Now we're applying the Honda Bond. Hopefully, yeah, it's still good. I've had it since I did the valve cover on the 8th gen, the K-Tune one. And yeah, thank God for this light. I know we can't close the garage. We're a little cold, Alex, but it's great lighting for the tubes. And you don't want to put a lot of Honda bonding because you don't want it falling into the motor. So just literally just put a small little dab of it on the corners. As you can see, just small little dabs, nothing too crazy. And it's just going to help seal the corners and hopefully prevent any oil leaks. So as you guys can see, that right corner right there has some. Right here, I'm just trying to get good lighting. Right over here, and then right there. And that's all you really need. You don't need anything too crazy. The gasket will do basically most of the job, and this just helps it keep it down. These guys were a little difficult to put in, so we were just working it and we got it in. And now what we're doing is putting a few bolts in each corner and tightening it down. And you're just gonna work your way and put them all around. So now we're just gonna go reinstall everything now, and then we'll show you how the end product looks. It's just gonna go in the exact same way you took it out. But yeah, if anything does come up, we'll just give you guys a note on that. Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, it looks good, man. I'm so happy I went with this color. It's like chaos in this engine, but you just see like lines and tubes everywhere. But you know, the highlighter green really pops out. I'm actually super happy. This is a pretty nice install. It's not too bad, just a little more time consuming than anything. We got the nice cutie oil cap there, and yeah, it pops really nice. Thoughts, Alex? Yeah, very nice. So the install, to reinstall everything, as you guys saw afterwards, it was the exact same. We did nothing special. But yeah, it is what it is. It looks good.
Gonna do it right tonight.
The feeling. Alright guys, so you caught that. That was a little weird, but that was it. That's the install for it. I hope that you enjoyed it. It was a DIY. We tried to make it as detailed as possible. Things sped up a little bit when Alex came, but we showed you everything that has to come off. And
that's right, you hear that?
he's just talking in the background there, talking smack. But it looks so good. I'm happy I went with like a chartreuse. If you're a fisherman, you know what color that is. A highlighter yellow color. It really pops with the bay because the bay is so busy. So I recommend doing like a very bright color as well. Yeah, so very cool. Once again, thanks to 780 for sponsoring this video. If you want to grab yours, the link is down below. Use the discount code Lowpes and get yourself some cool merch that's comfortable, and it's going to a good cause, obviously. Big shout out, OGs know this. Big shout out. Only OGs know that. If you're an OG and you remember that, comment down below as well. Big shout out to Alex for helping me out today. It was good having a second hand in this just because we've never done it, and there's, like I said, no DIYs. But thank you so much, guys. Remember, I do have some stickers out as well. Go to my Instagram, let me know which ones you like. Remember, do it once, do it right. Peace out.
Later.